Hi, everybody. It's Caroline again. I'm so sorry about last night's power outage. Of course, that happened. We had really strong winds and a snowstorm here last night, and our power was out for a couple of hours, beginning right in the middle of our Zoom chat. So again, I apologize for that. Not under my control, obviously, and wanted to show you just the last part of that ski recruiting training. And then talk about just a couple of other things that I wanted to mention last night. So I guess before we jump back into the ski recruiting, the ski analogy, the ski race recruiting training, I realized after last night that I never really spoke to you about why in the world you would want to recruit. So there's a couple of reasons. First of all, if you're in your incentive period, which many of you are, every time that you recruit someone, you will get $25 in free books of your choice. So that can add up really quickly for you and nicely for you to build your home library or your inventory or whatever you want to do with that. That's the first thing. And then secondly, it does help you build a team so that you also can become a team leader if that's something that you aspire to do. One of the many perks of being a team leader is that we get a 8% increase in our commission on our sales, and then you also make an 8% commission on the line of people that are below you. So those are some reasons why recruiting is really important. And you can't, team building aside, we can't accomplish the mission of spreading literacy the way that we want to as a team and as a company by ourselves. I can't do it by myself. So I need you all to reach out to lots of people so that they can join us in join our team. So let me finish up that last slide. I think I just had one more slide. And then I realized as I was replaying it that everyone's faces are right over the lines, but I guess it's all good. So, okay. So just to recap, we were going through all of the different, we talked about shutting your mouth and listening. We talked about taking interest, putting yourself in your shoes and empathizing. We talked about asking questions. We talked about resolving others' hesitations. And we were just starting to talk about teaching about the benefits. So when you're talking to someone, you want to teach them about the benefits of joining our company. One is the 25% discount on our books. Another is that you're not just left to kind of figure it out for yourself. There's lots of training resources available for you so that you can be successful at this. And you don't want them to think that once they're recruited that they're just going to be kind of off on their own. So you want to think about how it's going to benefit her and her kids, tie it back to her why, tie it back into what's in it for her. And I have very often, and I probably have used this with some of you all, said to people, what is the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is you buy this kit, and this $40 kit right now, and you have a box full of books for your kids and you have a 25% lifetime discount. That's the worst thing that could happen. So that often is for people is a good point to make. So then lastly is you've reached the finish line. So one thing that has been suggested that I need to work on as well is get those people to sign up while they're on the phone with you. Sometimes if you allow them to, of course, many people are going to say, well, I need to go talk to my husband about this, which is great. But then you also want to say, oh, that's great. Can I follow up with you in a couple of days? And if you always want to end on a yes. So if they say, yeah, you've done everything that you can, but now it's just not the right time, you might say something like, can I follow up with you in 3 months to see if it's a better time? Or would you like to join my VIP group? Or would you be interested? Okay, that I totally understand. Would you be interested in hosting? So always ending on a yes, always ending with a way that they, ending with a yes is a good thing to aim for. So that is it for that part of our training in our Zoom chat. And my intention Let's see if I can stop the share. There we go. My intention was then to have you guys kind of ask some questions about recruiting, but it's, since nobody's on, because I'm just recording this so you don't have to go through another power outage again, please reach out to me if you have any questions about recruiting. I will be messaging you individually about our challenge. We're going to do a Go for the No challenge. So I'm going to message you each individually about our Go for the No challenge for the rest of February. That was one thing I want to talk to you about. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is about boundaries, and I need to be better about this. So I think that if I go live and tell you all this, then I maybe will be better about doing this as well. So it's very important for us all to set boundaries with our business. And one thing that Danielle, our senior team leader, has kind of hinted to me is that I need to be more focused with my time when it's my time. When it's my time to work. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to be putting together a list of like non-working hours. And I'm going to try really, really hard to not be checking my phone, to be checking my email, and to be enjoying my time with my kids during that time. So just understand that if I'm not as fast at responding to things, it's not because I don't love you. It's just because I'm trying to set better boundaries and be more focused with the time that I am working. So I wanted to let you know about that. And then if you are new, those Launch Strong trainings that Sparkling Diamonds page has been putting on have been great and are a great place to start. So if you have not been added to one and you would like to see one, let me know. And then if I have not had an introduction Zoom chat one-on-one with you, and either just one-on-one or with me and your sponsor, let's set up one of those too. And along those same lines, that Google Doc that I sent you, the Google form, you obviously can ignore the last, if you have not completed it, you can ignore the last question that asks you about what you would like tonight's Zoom training to be on, because we already did that. But please complete the rest of it so that I can help you reach your goals. That's the best part about team leading for me, is helping you figure out what your goals are and how I can support you in that. So I will stop talking. I tend to ramble, as you all know. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience last night. I apologize again. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks.